Starting. So, welcome. This is hopefully a short meeting today. We have two star parties coming up. One at Wakefield Middle School next week. Setup is at 6 p.m., but the actual star party is going to be from 7 to 9, and I assume we'll leave Stewart around 5:30, which means we'll need to meet here around 5 to pack up the telescopes in order to be there on time. And then Sabino Canyon, Saturday, November 3rd, which I am very sorry to say is only 2 weeks away. Meet at Stewart at 4:30 to pack up telescopes, load people into vehicles, and carpool over. We'll start at 5:30 at Sabino Canyon. If you're interested in going to the Wakefield Star Party, please come talk to me. We seem to keep missing all Star Party opportunities to get you guys trained. So we will work something out. On the same note, we have a couple outreach events, one of which is Wakefield. The other is an Imagine Science event, which is the same one we've been plugging for a couple weeks now, and the same one that was canceled for last weekend. So Allie has the sign-up sheet, and she, I don't think, is going to be here today, but talk to Allie or talk to me if you're interested, and we have a little more time to plan this. Also, today there's going to be another outreach materials meeting, and I encourage all of you to go to that if you're interested in outreach at all. Polos. I asked last week how many people would be interested in a club polo. This is a mock-up of what they might look like. Basic black, and that logo in that location. The text, which you can't read at all, says University of Arizona Astronomy Club. We're working on finding a vendor, but there are a couple good options. Price of the polo mostly depends on quality of the fabric, quality of the shirt itself, not on the logo. So 12 would be the extremely low end, 20 would be the higher end. But if the polos were $20, how many people would be interested? Okay, cool. So I'm going to pass around a sheet with name, shirt size, and number of polos. Please write down your regular shirt size, and some polos run small and some don't, so I don't want you guys to adjust for that in your head. Just tell me what kind of shirt you wear, what size shirt you wear, and we'll, if we happen to buy a brand that runs small, we will adjust accordingly. So we're going to try to only buy polos that people have requested because they are expensive, and I don't want to absorb the cost if we have a lot of extra ones. So if you want a polo, sign up. If you don't, don't. Also number of polos in case you want multiple, but we will try to get them by the end of the semester. I can't, unless for some reason the vendor has problems getting the shirts. I can't imagine why we wouldn't. We have a movie night on Friday. Probably we'll be watching Mothra, but I don't think I'll get it from Netflix quickly enough, so I'll have to just go to Casa Video, and if they don't have it, I'll have to get something else. But I expect, apparently it's an entire series, which I didn't know until I tried to get it. And there's Mothra and Mothra 2 and like Mothra versus Godzilla, and we'll just be watching Mothra for now. But if I can't get it, I'll get something of similar kind. Starting, by the way, that'll be starting at 6 o'clock, probably here in this room. If for some reason it isn't here, I'll let you know. UA Astronomy Ambassadors, I mentioned last week. The deadline for application is next Wednesday, the 24th, so please fill out the application now. You need to get the signature of our department head, I believe. He is in town at the moment, but travels quite often, so I'd recommend doing that as soon as possible if you're interested. And if you are planning on going, well, if you apply and are accepted and do want to go to the workshop right before AAS in January, please let me know. We'll probably send at least one car early. And for those of you who don't want to go, we will send at least one car, not early. Everyone will have transportation. And does anybody here not know what I'm talking about with the Astronomy Ambassadors program? Okay. Projects. Exoplanet project is coming along. We're still in the data reduction and analysis stage. Meetings are Thursdays at 5. We have another meeting this week. Jake will not be there. He's at a conference in Reno. Beautiful Reno. But CT and Mandy and I and other Lauren, I think, probably. Yeah. Someone will be there to help you guys out with that. Binocular telescope project, meetings are Mondays at 12:30 as far as I know. The next one is on Monday. Outreach group has a meeting today. Part of what we're doing today is talking about what materials we have and what ones we want to use versus what is just sort of sitting there taking up space. So we're going to go through all of our materials today and the next couple of weeks to figure out what we can use, what's really cool. I think we have some activities we don't even know we have that might be really cool to do. So I'd encourage all of you to attend, and it's a lot of fun doing outreach activities. So I suggest that you become involved, and I swear I can talk. I'm just not proving it right now. The radio project had an excellent data run over the weekend. Our first night, 3 out of our 4 sources had the blue asymmetry that we were looking for, which is very surprising, but very exciting. We have more time this weekend from about midnight to 7 a.m. on Saturday and Sunday. So you would go up Friday night, observe, or go up Saturday night and observe. We need people to sign up for that observing run. There's a poll. If you're in the radio group, Yancey, if you're on that listserv, Yancey sent out an email with a link to a poll to see who's available to observe this weekend. Please respond to that, even if you can't observe, please respond saying that you can't observe, just so that we know we've heard from everybody. And if you didn't go up last weekend, I'd encourage you to go up this weekend. If you can't go up this weekend, there will be plenty more opportunities. But it's very exciting that we got time 2 weeks in a row, and hopefully we'll be able to get even more data this weekend. So please do respond to that. Also, if you don't have an account on the server called Astro Club Data, which is the one we use for the radio project, you will need a username and password. I'll send out an email requesting that information, but please keep in mind you do need to sign up for this separate from whatever you're doing for Exoplanet or whatever access you have to the U of A computers. This is a separate server. Although your username will need to be the same, we need that information. Speaking of polls, there's a poll for the Kepler projects. Kate Follett is back in town. She's going to, I believe 17 undergrads have responded to that poll, which is awesome. There are 11 grad students who responded to it, which is equally awesome. So if you want to be involved in the project and haven't filled out the poll, please fill it out. Like today, she's going to close it on Friday. After that,
Where do we find this poll?
you find it in the email I sent you.
I mean, I don't I'll look and double check.
You should double check that. You're both on the listserv. I remember adding you.
Yeah.
I can send it again, but please do fill out the poll. It's among other things, it's how much computer experience you have. It's not just what days you're available, although that is involved as well, but how much computer experience you have, research experience, experience in the fields, what project you're interested in. It's just basically all the information we could possibly need to make this work. So, membership dues are $10 a semester. I hope to be able to stop reminding people. I think pretty much everyone is paid, but as a reminder, pay your dues. Carter's gonna crack his knuckles in a sec. And fill out the membership form online if you haven't already. Member pages, we have them. You should have them too. I'm not really going to harp on this today, but they exist. Research presentations. If you are interested in presenting any research you have done, Astronomy Club meetings are a great place to start. Usually presentations are 10 minutes with maybe 5 minutes for questions right after the meetings, like Mandy and I have done. Ryan and Carmen are possibly going to present on a NASA reception they attended, which would be very exciting. But we don't have anything lined up after that, so if you're interested in presenting on research that you've done, and it doesn't need to be astronomy if you've done research in another field, I'd encourage you to do so. And that's all I have for today. Does anybody else have something they want to talk about? All right.